And all of a sudden, we got the word that schools were going to close. And as you can imagine, closing 400 plus schools across Staffordshire with 120,000 children in them was quite a step change for everybody, parents, teachers and ourselves. So my task overnight came to ensure that there were sufficient places for, first of all, key workers, so our NHS staff, emergency service staff, transport infrastructure people could go to work and know that their children were safe, and also the vulnerable children in our communities. If somebody had asked me to do this sort of task, we would have been looking at weeks to do it, planning, considering all the different options, etc., etc. But we managed to get this set up in 2 days. It's not been an easy task, and it's involved working very long hours over and above what I'd normally work, but it's what was needed, and I had my part to play, just like all my teams had, just like people in the NHS or wider services have to.
Yes, I think it is one of the most important things I've done, because it impacts on so many other things. Provision, normally my role has been very much childcare education, and that's my background, but without pulling all this together, you know, the impact would be that those key workers wouldn't know that maybe schools were open. The vulnerable families can make sure that they've got that childcare provision and that education in place regardless of what's happening in the wider world.
It was an enormous task for them. Overnight they shut. They had to reorganise their staff and the way they cared for children and the way they delivered education to children. And without exception across Staffordshire, every school has stepped up. Every school has put something in place for the children of key workers and vulnerable children. They've worked absolutely in partnership with each other and with my teams. And I just want to say an enormous thank you on behalf of all my teams.